sure everything's good on the YouTube page. Hello, everybody. And I'm just checking to make sure we are live. Are we live? Just making sure. If not, I'll just do this. Let's go to manage one. Just making sure everything is going correctly. Let's go to radar. Let's go to this one. Are we live? Hello? Hello? Hello, just making sure that everything is going live. Let's just check. I'm just making sure everything's going good. Hello? Alright. Hello, everybody. My name is Shimon, and today, welcome to another live stream. We are live because we're discussing about the severe weather outbreak that is currently forecast for today. We're going to show you guys first what's going on with the severe weather. Okay. I'll show you guys. So, we have the severe weather risk for. Sorry about this. Here we go. Alright, so this is the severe weather risk that's going on right now. We have a enhanced risk for Central Texas. We have a slight risk for this whole region right here, and then we have another slight risk here. So we have three main waves right here. This is wave number 1, this is the second one, and this is the third one that's going on in Mississippi right now. That's what's going on. If you guys are new, please do hit the like button and subscribe. But we'll be discussing to you guys about what's going on right now, and then what's going to be going on in the future for the rest of the day. And then this is the current SPC outlook. And if I go to severe weather and show you guys the tornado potential for today, we do have a small chance of tornadoes, mostly for Texas, and then also for right here. We have pretty much a broad risk for tornadoes for anything from north central to central Texas, right in this region right here. And then we have a small chance of tornadoes off the mountains, off the Rocky Mountains here, which are already. Oh shit. Let me just fix something right now. Hello? I'm just fixing some things real quick. Sorry about this. Just don't want this to be an issue. Alright. This is the region right here we got right now. We have the severe weather risk, which is already producing tornadoes up in this area, with some severe weather that's gonna be coming out here, and then we'll wait and see for this that's going on in central Texas right now. So if you guys need to, please do hit the like button, subscribe. We're trying to keep you guys informed. I've not gone live in a long time, so I just want to see what's going on right now. Okay, so let's take you live to each region. We're gonna start with region number 3 because that's the most active region that's going on right now. Let's take you live to this region right there. So this is for southern. Look at all this big storm. This is for southern Mississippi right now. Bunch of severe weather, severe thunderstorm warnings all across this region. Right now, you can see near Hattiesburg, near the Mobile, this whole region right here. It is moving to the south and to the east, heading eventually towards the Florida Panhandle. Let's look at. I'm gonna look at the velocity just to make sure that there's no sort of type of rotation. I don't really see anything. Let's take a look at this one right here. This is for New Orleans radar right now. There's no rotation, just for straight line damaging winds and large hail. As you can see right here, we got winds. We got severe thunderstorm warnings for 70-mile-per-hour winds all across this line. They're all going to be producing 1-inch hail with 70-mile-per-hour winds. This is the crazy part. This was the same storm system that impacted all this region this morning. In 4:30, it actually impacted Oklahoma City with large hail and some winds near Oklahoma City metro area. And now it's been riding this front. So there's a frontal boundary, which is like right about here, and it's draped more like this. This is how the front is. Anything south of this front will have a lot of good chances of tornadoes and spinning because you got warm moist air coming up here. with winds coming from this direction, which will cause it to spin, which is what we're waiting for Texas. That's going to drive the tornado risk for Texas right now. But for that, just gotta wait for daytime heating to continue to develop. But all this line of storms has been just continuing to move to the south and to the east, which we can show you right now. You can see heading towards the New Orleans metro area in about another hour, I would say so. Maybe actually more like an hour and a half. Place like Mobile, I would monitor. This all in this area. I would monitor the situation first. Lots of lightning, damaging winds, and large hail, with winds up to 60 miles per hour. There's also another line of storms which is in the slight risk as well for parts of southern Georgia. All this will also monitor the situation right here. We got winds for 60 miles per hour all across this region as well. And if I show you guys this region as well, you guys should be in the slight risk. In the slight risk. Yes, this is all in a slight risk. This whole area is in a slight risk from Georgia down to New Orleans, all this region. You can see right here, there's a slight risk right here. None of these will produce tornadoes because there's just not enough shear and lift, but they'll just produce large hail, which is what majority of today is about. Alright, so we're gonna be keeping an eye at any of these ones near Dorton in the slight risk. So let me just close this for now. So since we know that there it is, another thing that we need to monitor the situation either today or late tonight, if any of you guys are in this risk, is back here in Texas. Because if I go on to the severe risk and bring in the hail risk, you will see right here that there is a large chance of significant hail in this region of 2 inches plus. This whole area right here will be known, will be there for severe weather risk for large hail. So extremely hail will be likely in this area, which is what's happened yesterday. And there's even a 30% chance of significant hail in the smaller region that includes places like Abilene, Dallas, down to Waco, Texas, once again. Alright, that's what's going on right now. Alright, let's also take a look at the next round of storms that's already starting to develop, which is in the slight risk as well, coming out from Santa Fe, New Mexico, in that region as well. So let's show you guys this region too, because it's also producing beautiful storms will be developing. Alright, let's look at the velocity right now near heading into the Texas Panhandle. These are beautiful storms. There's some rotation starting to form. We have a little bit of rotation here just north of Logan right here. This is some rotation right here. I'll change colors so you guys can see it a little bit better. Do you have anyone on the live stream? No, we don't. But you can see there's a little bit of rotation, but not much. But we gotta monitor the situation as this moves into more of a favorable environment as it continues to move into Texas Panhandle right now. So this is here for large hail, mostly for damaging wind, and some large hail with a tornado possible tag. So we gotta monitor that situation right there, because there's a chance of tornadoes according to the National Weather Service, and I wouldn't be surprised if there's two rotations. You have one right here and one right here. So we have two chances of tornadoes, which we gotta keep monitoring the situation as that moves towards the north and to the east. As we see large hail, you can see right here, this is probably pink baseball size, maybe golf ball size hail. Right here, there's also some large hail starting to form right behind it, so this storm will have to monitor too. Which will head towards the Amarillo area, move towards the Oklahoma Panhandle. as well. Let's keep taking a look at the storms just to the north that's heading into Beaver County as well. Near Clayton, anything out there? Yeah, there's some broad rotation going on all over here. You got one over here, you got some tidal rotation here, and also some here. So there's three places that could be rotating, but this one is definitely might be producing a tornado relatively soon. Moving into a favorable environment. And then the rest of the area we're keeping an eye on is also in southern Oklahoma and northern Texas. As you can see from the front that's been draped across here, the storm system has been continuing to produce severe weather, but it's starting to weaken, which is what we kind of was expecting around this time. There's not much. I'm just gonna go back to the MNS radar, just so you guys can see. This is the line right here that's been. This storm has been severe, producing some hail, but it is starting to weaken as it moves into colder air. Temperatures in the 60s and 70s, but less unstable. Anything south of Dallas, Texas, or probably somewhere over here, you will have to monitor later on today for severe weather risk. So we are currently at 73 subscribers. Later today, I'll probably post some YouTube shorts and maybe a video later tonight, just so you guys. And if you guys are new, please do hit the subscribe button. We're trying to get 200 subscribers soon. Next week, we might be going live storm chasing on the weekend. We'll have to let you know in the future. Alright. So that's what's going on. We've been getting a lot of moisture across Colorado, which is good for the drought in this region. Some good thunderstorms. We've also up here. So this is good for the drought in these regions. Just a lot of drought ending. However, we're starting to in that area. However, we're starting to see a lot of drought to form. A lot of drought has been starting to form all across this region right now. So this whole region is starting to see some very extreme drought. You can also include Chicago as well. I mean, I'll make it easier for you guys to tell. Anything in this whole region, we've seen drought. Just no rain. No thunderstorms, no severe weather. We did get a little bit of rain in the Chicago area, but nothing much. We might get some more rain later today, but nothing to talk about for severe weather. But things could change next week when moisture comes up. So that's what's going on currently right now. Let's take a look at some of the storms in Colorado, because these storms could also produce tornadoes like we talked about. Anything interesting coming up? This looks like damaging wind is the main threat, but this could be producing some hail. Let's look at high resolution reflectivity. No, it just looks like there's a big line of a segment of. This will probably produce some cool shelf clouds, maybe flooding across here. We've actually had a lot of hail reported in Boulder, Colorado. Over an inch of hail, with as well as New Pueblo. We've had a couple of tornadoes in this region too, but a lot of just hail and damaging winds. But the main weight, what's the weight right now? Is this is the weight. It's just waiting and trying to see what's going on in this region right here. You can see the front is probably right about here. Maybe actually no, the front's probably more like here. And everything south of here is just warm, moist air. And we're just trying to see if storms can develop relatively soon, but there have not been any storms to develop right now. So that's what the outlook is right now. We just gotta wait and see how everything goes. We had people on? No, we do not have anyone new. Alright, just take a look at let's look at real quickly, the satellite. So you guys can see the infrared satellite. You can see lots of cloud cover in this region. Everything in this whole shaded area right here, nothing's gonna happen. Just because It's just not unstable. It's just not enough energy. It's too cold, not moist. But everything south of that line, near Waco, down to Austin, this area, there's a chance for tornadoes. In fact, if we go to the so weather risk, no, not this. If we go in this region, weather alerts, we go to weather alerts just so you guys can see what's going on right now. I'm going to show you guys everything you guys need to know right now, what's going on in this area. Alright, we're back. So, as you can see, this is what's going on. We have 3 waves. I'm sorry about this, my mic is just terrible. Bro, what is going on? Maybe the mic aux needs to be down. Desktop audio, I don't know what's going on, but sorry about this. So we got 3 waves. So we got a severe thunderstorm watch right here for this whole region. Any of these could produce tornadoes. We have a we have another big severe thunderstorm watch down here. And then we have a tornado watch out in yellow in this region right here. So you have 3 areas to monitor, which is what we're doing here. We might go live on a half hour, I don't know. If we get some people on the chat, get some subscribers, I'll keep monitoring. If you guys new, please do hit the like button. You know. Alright. Let's get back to the main event. So this is what you guys can see right now. Alright, that's what's going on right now, so you guys can see. This is what's going on right now. I'm just gonna turn this off real quickly. And let's see what's going on in the storm system that is caught my attention right now. In the Texas Panhandle, let's see if it has it intensified a little bit. Oh, let's check. This is how the storm system right here is weakened. This is weakened dramatically. Let's see if anything. Let's take a look at the high resolution velocity now. Doesn't look like there's anything interesting going on right now. Let's go take a look at the other storm systems going on in as it heads towards the New Orleans area. We're having some severe thunderstorm warnings going on in this region, all across southern Mississippi as it heads towards. You're probably seeing dark skies if you're in the New Orleans area, if you're in the Mobile area. But the main line is probably right about here. This is the main line right here. As it head towards the Gulfport, Mississippi, and then eventually head towards the ocean and become a fish storm. Anything in the velocity? You can see there's a lot of winds. Just went through Frankton, about to go to. This is a lot of winds right here. This is probably 60 to 70 mile per hour winds, if not more. If not more, in that region right there, heads towards Gulfport, Mississippi. I'll just keep looking this. Then we got storms near Dothan, Alabama, near Duster, heading towards the coast of the Carolinas as well. None of these will be like producing like tornadoes. Will probably be just producing lots of lightning and some damaging winds at most, with some moderate hail. This storm system looks kind of interesting. This guy looks somewhat interesting. We gotta monitor what's going on. It's trying to rotate, maybe? Looks like maybe a hook trying to form as it moves its way towards Lumber City. And if you take this road, which is 25, heads towards Jessup. Let's just take a look real quickly with this storm system. I can't tell. It's just pretty far away from any of the radar sites, but you will have to wait and see right now. But that storm system could try to rotate, which it is trying to with the shape. It's trying to produce a kidney bean shape. Hail's starting to pick up in this storm system, so this is storm system for 70-mile-per-hour winds and 1-inch hail, probably increase to 1.25-inch hail. That storm's firing near Dublin. This is just outside Macon. So the storm's just near Tipton. Nothing too interesting going on right now. Just outside Doton, we got now a severe thunderstorm warning. That's also going to be producing some decent sized hail. Near Carton, just outside Carton, this is probably lots of lightning. Probably tons of lightning in this storm system. Let me see if I can I show the lightning detection. I'm going to do 50-minute lightning detection for these storm systems right now. You can see there's some decent lightning in this storm system. Also, here some lightning, just lots of lightning these storms are going to be producing. Look at, yeah, this guy's producing a ton of lightning. So that's the main thing about these storms. It's all about the lightning. It's all about the lightning. That's mostly what these storms are going to be doing in Georgia. And the thing is, if you hear lightning, go indoors. We also got some major lightning storms heading towards Charleston and Savannah eventually in the next hour, hour and a half. Let's also take a look at lightning detection in these storms near Hattiesburg. Yep, a lot of lightning. Somebody said cloud to ground lightning. Lots of lightning. Lots of lightning heading towards Mobile, New Orleans, Gulfport, Pascagoula. And then let's also lastly take a look at these storm systems over here that's also producing a lot of lightning. Heading towards the Texas Panhandle off the coast, New Mexico, which is surprised that they have got the severe thunderstorm warning. Well, just a special weather statement, so which is just weakened a little bit. Yeah, it has weakened a little bit, so that's a good thing. That's a good thing. I'll give it a lightning detection right now. Let's take a look at potentially the future radar, what it's expected to be. As we have another severe thunderstorm warning now, just issued for Colorado. And this is for, let's just make sure, 60-mile-per-hour winds and 1-inch hail. Near Edis, heading towards Lamar, which is in a drought area. So good to see this place getting some heavy rain. You can see the leading edge. Leading edge right here. You're probably going to see the gust front coming in. Some hail here. Some hail here near Eads. I hate to be driving in this area right now. And we got some flash flood warning for Hugo, just south and east of Denver. Also near Pueblo, there's also a flash flood warning for the storm system. Pueblo just getting hit again with some heavy rainfall. And then you also got some flooding near Cheyenne. Alright, let's go take a look. We're gonna look at the models. We'll quickly take a look at H-triple just to see what the H-triple is gonna say. Let me get rid of all these severe weather right now. Let me get rid of the weather list right now real quickly. Get rid of everything for now, as it says for the next for tonight. Alright, this is what's gonna be happening for the next couple of hours. We'll show you guys where the severe weather risk is. You can see the dew point temperature. Lots of moisture. Look at this. Moisture for days. Look at 70, 75, 72. There's a lot of good moisture unstable cape. You can see there's a lot of capes south of Dallas with as much as 3 to 5,000 cape that's going on right now. And if we take a look at the significant tornado parameter, there's some chance of tornadoes. Not as much because the wind chill is a little bit weak. If I show you guys, there's about 20 knot winds, and if I move up to the 5 on the wind speed, you have about 50 to 60 knots. You have enough to produce some tornadoes, but let's take a look at the composite effect here in the next couple hours. Hour number 2 is when a storm should develop. You can see we have a storm that could be developing near San Angelo, and then the storm system that we've been monitoring will continue to keep on growing and develop out here too. If I take a look at the supercell composite, there's some pretty good supercell composite, but it maximizes near San Angelo, which is why we see some people chasing here, and also in this region too, which we're watching right now. If we move it now a little bit later in the evening, you can see that storm system continues to weaken, but the latest HRRR model has definitely trended away from anything for Texas, which is quite surprising and remarkable to say that there may not be any storms in West Texas and Central Texas till late night, very late night, as they're showing that maybe early morning, late night, you might have supercells. Not supercells, but probably just large hail in this region, which is a lot different from what I was expecting this morning. Wow, this is different model one that I've expected. Let's take a look at the storms out here. You can see the next couple hours continues moving back to the south and to the east, impacting Mobile by sunset, and then weakens as the sun goes away with less instability. Before you have to think about tomorrow's severe weather risk, which could impact the similar regions once again. You can see right here. So what's gonna happen is storms will develop out in this region. I'll just show you guys right now. So what's the forecast for tomorrow? There will be risk for severe weather, but what's forecast for tomorrow? Storms will develop in this region once again overnight, and then it's move its way very similar as it happened this morning in this direction, which is why the Storms Prediction Center has already issued a slight risk, if I'm not mistaken. A slight risk. Yes, a slight risk for severe weather, just a little bit north, with a chance of tornadoes, I believe. We got 2% chance of tornadoes, but I think it's mostly just for hail once again. Alright, that's what it is. But go back to what's going on right now. Let's take a look at the model. Let's go to live radar, and I want to go back to the weather alerts, tornado warnings, potential warnings, flash flood warnings, and special weather statements. Don't forget, there's also some chance of severe weather out in the Carolinas as well. So let me take a look at those storms as well. There was a slight chance of severe weather in this region, which is going on right now. Heading towards Kitty Hawk, so if you're on the beach, monitor the situation right now. Ocean velocity? Eh, it's trying. I mean, I could see a little bit of rotation. There's a little bit of rotation, but very broad. Some strong gusty winds as it heads towards Columbia, North Carolina, and eventually heads towards Kitty Hawk and Kill Devil Hills. So if you're in this region, keep an eye. We've had some storms in South Jersey that's been producing some flash flooding and some hail near the DC area. You can see right now. Washington DC is getting hit on the south side with some decent thunderstorms as well. But the main action is starting to be. Main action is actually now in the southeast, as we gotta keep our monitor the situation right now. As this storm is heading towards Mobile with not too much wind, but some gusty wind. You can see, look at this right here. This is where the gust front is. It is about to approach Mobile in the next few minutes. Right now, how many people we got? We got one person on right now. We also want to monitor. I just also want to just take a moment to say, if you are living, I want to take a quick moment to discuss one more thing, and that is what's going on in using tropical tidbits real quickly. And I want to talk to you guys about the cyclone that's about to impact a severe cyclone that's forecast to impact parts of India and Pakistan. Since there's no one here, there's a super cyclone right now. A cyclone that's going on right now that's forecast to impact parts of the right now. Here we go. I'm just going to show you guys. This is about to impact India and Pakistan. There's already thousands of people evacuating. This is called Bibocho, as forecast to impact. Look at this. It's 961 already. It's about 960, 975. Millibars, but as you can see, it's going to forecast to intensify, which could in fact and make landfall near the Karachi area, which Karachi has like about 20 to 30 million people, so it's a major city. That's what GFS is saying. Let's take a look at the Canadian model. The Canadian model, I think this is more realistic. It's not. It's going to be that strong. I think it's going to be more like a 970, 975. This one's in Gujarat near Ahmedabad, but this is more like a Category 1, Category 2. And then we take a look at what's going on with the Icon. Icon is also going with the GFS, stalling and making landfall as a potential severe Category 3, Category 4 hurricane. Alright, so we're back. That's just that 1 second right now. We're back to the severe weather risk. I mean, there's really nothing going on right now. Just want to keep you guys updated. Everything is just there. It's just wait and see for the rest of the day. We have a new severe thunderstorm warning in Wilmington. Let's take a look at this storm. Got some storms heading towards Myrtle Beach, so if you guys are playing golf, I would go inside right now. What is it saying? 60-mile-per-hour winds. A lot in the coast, so I don't think too much will happen in Texas today. The news models are trending away from Texas. We have to keep monitoring the situation. Let's take a look at long-term models, like the NAM 12 kilometer. Let's just take a look at the NAM 12 kilometer, because I'm thinking of seeing what these guys are trying to say. The 18Z just came out. Let's go take a look at the composite reflectivity. I'm gonna go with the. I want to just see what's the long term. We're gonna go to hour 30. Let's go to hour 48. So this will take us to Wednesday, I think. Hour 60. Let's see what they're saying. Is this Thursday? I think it's Thursday. Yeah, Thursday. Good. So I want to take a look at how Thursday's gonna be for the Midwest, because this might be a chance to see whether if we get enough moisture, which moisture is starting to return. If I just play from the beginning, I can show you guys that the moisture is starting to return. You can see, you can just see that there's just no moisture, but then eventually all the moisture is going to start to return back, and we'll get back to some rain in severe season for Midwest, which is what I'm excited for, because I can go back to storm. Look at that. Well, now it's back, it's like 40s, and then it's going to come to the 60s nearly, which could produce some severe weather, but we gotta just keep on waiting. what's forecast, and then by Friday, which is what I'm planning on storm chase, it could be mid 60 dew points. If you take a look at the supercell composite, not supercell composite, we're not trying to do supercell composite, we're trying to go look for the okay, they don't have anything. Oh no, surface base cape. You see, there's some good cape for Oklahoma and Texas. Decent cape that could be forming up on Thursday with some decent wind shear as well. You can see there's a lot of wind shear, so you can get something that could be going on there by this one, but that's not the main idea. The main idea is gonna come as we keep on talking to you guys for more of the weekend. So that's hour 60. If I go to 75, you can see the dew point starts to increase all across this whole region right here, which is finally starting to be like that. Moisture starts to return from the south, which would then start to produce some severe weather risk in the north, and more importantly, just produce some good rainfall all across this whole region. Alright, so that's still a ways away. This is still Thursday. Well, look at that. Look at what it could be on the side from Thursday. Look at that moisture returns. You can see the big 60-70 moisture all across central Illinois, Iowa, Kansas, all the way up to the Canadian border with 60, 65, 66. And let's just see, is there any chance of surface-based cape being involved? Yes. You can have 1,000 capes, could possibly activity. There is a chance any of these storms that we see right here, this guy near Urbana, near Indianapolis, any of this with 1,000 cape, with decent wind shear, if the storms could develop in this region, you could see potential chance for severe weather, tornadoes. Let's see, supercell composite. There is also a chance. There is a chance on Thursday that could produce maybe even a tornado or two. So we just gotta monitor this situation, but that's not the main case. The main case will be now pushed till the 17th. Let's go to the 17th. Alright, that's the 16th. Still the 16th. Anything coming up on the 17th? Coming in from the south, you can see big moisture now in central and southern Illinois. Coming in. A lot of moisture moving in late in the day. What about composite reflectivity? We have storms developing potentially across Iowa and Illinois. Do we have wind shear as well, maybe? Wind shear, maybe? We might be having some wind shear. It's a little far away. So let's look at surface cape. We do have good cape values. Supercell composite is also very high as well. Also, don't forget it is maxed out in Mississippi. Composite reflectivity. There could be a lot of severe weather risk also in this region. That could be also producing some tornadoes. And if we take a look at the wind shear downstate, it's very high, and there could be a good chance of tornadoes and severe weather continues. It does look promising for severe weather for Friday, and this is for Saturday, I believe. And if we just move it another hour, you can see storms will continue to develop Supercell is okay for Illinois, but if you look down here in Arkansas, it looks like it's gonna maximize. So we just gotta wait and see how it is. Potentially couple chases next couple days on Thursday and potentially on Friday. We have to monitor the situation right there. How is everything going? We got 3 viewers, average one is 11, which is cool, but let's hope that everything continues to be good. So, I want to say thank you guys for all the support we've been getting. As you can see, we're just gonna play this as this continues to go on. Anything interesting, you can just see the moisture just continues to move its way late night into it. You can see the moisture just continues to be an issue, and as long as there's moisture, ooh, on the 18th, anything interesting on the 18th, maybe? It's just a wishing washing game, but at this point, that's all we need right now for Severe Weather Fair. Looks like the 18th could also be very bad. That's Sunday. If I just keep on playing. Anything on the 20th, maybe? Coming up. I just want to know what's. That's all we can say. Looks like the 16th, I mean, the 16th and 17th could be also an impactful day. We'll just have to wait and see. So, guys, I want to thank you guys for all the support. Please hit the like button, subscribe if you guys are new. Keep monitoring these videos, and I'll catch you guys for another video and live stream. Thank you guys so much.